Young folks, my generation especially, are going to be the ones suffering from the worst impacts of climate change, from pollution, from all of it. So it's incredibly important that young people use our very unique experiences on a platform where we can create change that's going to protect our future.
Growing up in Houston, Texas, I was used to the flooding, hurricanes, and awful air pollution. I lived about 15 minutes from a large plastic manufacturing community and became numb to the shelters in place and the familiar sound of fire alarms coming from the plants when something inevitably went wrong. Living there, I didn't fully understand just how terribly the industry was damaging my home through pollution and their contributions to climate change. When I got to college, I was learning about environmental justice and the plastics industry, and can see that my community was right in the middle of this conversation. Although I was no longer in Houston, the plastics crisis was still impacting me. My school, Eckerd, is right on the water. Being outside, kayaking, diving, it's all a part of our campus culture. So when we soon realized you couldn't sit by the water for more than 2 minutes without seeing microplastics, I knew I had to take action for both of the communities that I love.
I was a really passionate environmental studies major who just wanted to make a difference, but I had no idea how to actually do that. So freshman year, I got introduced to Florida PIRG students at Eckerd's campus, and at the time, the group was just doing voter registration work. I had never done any sort of activism or organizing in that way beforehand, so I got trained in how to register people to vote, and together we worked to increase voter turnout during the 2018 midterms by 350%. So it was really great to see the impact just a small group of students could have on a campus and even in a community. And I knew I wanted to take all of the skills that I had learned from organizing around youth voter turnout to an environmental issue.
The Breakthrough from Plastic campaign works to address the single-use plastics crisis by creating model plastic-free communities on college campuses through training young people and centering student voices on the issue.
I started this project with the intention of getting my school, Eckerd College, to commit to phasing out single-use plastics, and it has since grown to tons of other schools across the country, and it's really exciting to see that growth.
As the lead on this campaign, I was the point on developing our strategy, identifying key tactics, and general coordination alongside 15 volunteers. Eckerd was then the first school in the nation to implement a policy of this kind. Since running this campaign, I've continued my leadership, working with schools across the nation to develop campaign strategies to commit a wide variety of schools to reduce single-use plastic consumption. This problem is incredibly vast, so our solutions must be bold.
Over the last 4 years, I've seen her grow as a strong, determined activist, passionate about her issues and making real change on them. And not only has she made change herself, but she's also brought up other people with her, allowing them to make change on the issues they care about and become leaders on their campus and throughout their community and the state. She inspires people to work harder for the environment and our planet. In fact, she inspires me every single day to be a better organizer.
The impacts of the single-use plastic crisis affect everyone, but affect low-income and communities of color significantly more. So I want us to get to a point where we can realize that and begin taking action. But I also hope that students across the nation can see the power that they have in their place as college students, as high school students, as young people in general, and can get the training and the support that they need to make an impact in any avenue that they want to.
Throughout history, students have always been at the forefront of movements for change, from civil rights to protecting our environment. The passions of young people have no bounds, and I cannot wait to see the work that we, as the next generation, will be able to accomplish.